say I've got a very high-end, expensive luxury car or a high-performance car, can you still work with that?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Obviously, with cars like that, we have to take more special care when servicing that vehicle, because clearly that vehicle is much more expensive. So you don't want to nick anything or damage anything because it's going to be expensive to replace, right? And cars like that tend to use more, this may sound funny, but they tend to use more fragile components. I know, that's the thing. A lot of people just assume because the price tag's like 3 times the price and it's got that badge of, Ferrari or whatever, and it can go 300 kilometers an hour, that the car must be really, really tough. But actually, it's the other way around. In order for a car to attain really high performance, speeds like that, they have to be incredibly lightweight, as well as having really powerful motors. They also have to be lightweight for when they're cornering. A heavy car, gravity would use the weight against the car under a turn, and it would load all the joints and whatnot in the car. So the lighter the car, the less load on all of the parts when it's cornering on higher speeds. So just like I'm saying, the higher the price ticket on your car and the higher the performance, you should know your car is actually more fragile. It's not more rugged. A standard Chevy has got you beat almost any day of the week in terms of rugged compared to your Ferrari. Now, the Ferrari chassis and safety systems are designed to withstand an impact at 300 kilometers an hour, right? So they build them a little differently. But the generic items, like when you're touching this bolt or undoing that belt or pull that panel off, they're much more fragile and flimsy. So it usually takes longer to service cars like that because you're having to be more careful. You really got to look up in advance how to take that part off. Don't just go in, because you may break it and it's going to cost something, and the part may not even be readily available. You may have noticed Ferrari's not exactly a large dealership here in Vancouver. They've only got one building. They only have so many parts in stock. It's not many. So if you got a car like that, or in Porsche's another example, you should just know that parts are available, but not as quickly as if you had a generic car, like a little Honda Civic. Pretty much anything you need on the Honda Civic, it's in stock at the local dealer.